you want to change your oil on your bike, this is how you do it. Got these two Taotaos Hawk 250s, and this one specifically needs an oil change. But if you come on the right side of the engine, you can see here's how you know which one you filled at, and it doesn't exactly have a marking. So typically you have a dipstick, and the dipstick will tell you. Right under, here's your drain bolt. Now luckily my drain bolt is not stripped, so you can definitely pull that, and you have a washer on there that you have to replace every single time. I'm over here on this black one. This one does have a strip bolt. It's pretty bad. I would recommend replacing it. So on some bikes, not all bikes, they have an oil filter right here. Now this is where my oil filter is located. The thing with my oil filter is that it's not really a filter. It's more like a break-in process. It's literally a wire strainer. If you do have an oil filter, please find it first, because without that, then you're not supposed to do your oil change if you can't. All right, now let's get started. So first you have to find your bolt, which is of course right here, and you have to find the actual size. So it looks like, it's a little wet down here. Mine might have been leaking. No, it's just leaking from the side. I have a case leak. So I'm gonna find the size for that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to drain it. Go ahead and spray it down with some brake clean. Try to get a good shot. You wanna break the bolt loose. Now, I'm using what is this? A 17 mil. Once it's loose, then you can start hand loosening it. And then you're gonna have to, if I can show you, here it goes. I'll try to give you a better shot. All right, and boom. Perfect. And then you do not want to forget about this little washer here that has to come off. I have to mention this, but you do have to take off your oil dipstick to actually remove all of the oil, because with your cap open, it does let some air come in through the top, and it actually lets more oil seep through. A tip is to just tip it over. See, oh yeah, look at that. Stream got way better. All right, now once it's dribbling like this, where it's barely even coming out, you go ahead and grab a rag and clean up this little surface. So you bolt, and then you're gonna clean up your bolt. You always want to clean up the bolt. The bolt has to be clean too. I'm gonna get a new washer, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. I have my washer. Still it. Oh no. Hold on. There you go. My washer's fully placed, and now feel free to throw this bolt right back in. Now, since this does have a little tab, you kind of want to shove that little tab somewhere so that it won't move around. So like here, this little tab right here, if I can show you. This tab, I'll make sure it's good. It's not in the way. All right. Now you tighten this up. I wouldn't tighten this up with an electric ratchet. I would do it manually, but right now I'm kind of in a rush. So you just want to, just a little bit, not a lot. I think that's good enough. Yep, that's good enough. You're supposed to repeat the same process with your oil filter, but I don't have an oil filter. It's just a metal wire strainer, so it's not going to really do any purpose for me to clean it out. But now it's time to fill up with oil, and you fill it up from this little compartment right here. Luckily, I don't have a dipstick. It broke off many years ago. So I'm going to use the old dipstick, and I'm going to go ahead and use that. Normally, it's at the halfway mark, generally for the most common. So that's what all I would recommend. If it's at the half. For this last step, you're just gonna go ahead and try to fill her up. Some of that oil. Now for my bike, it takes 15W40. What that means is that when you pour it, it's 15 viscosity level, and then when it gets warmed up, it's at a 40 viscosity level, which is more thicker. The higher the number, the thicker. The lower the number, the thinner. All right, now that our window shows almost halfway, it should be a little bit lower. I do have to fill it up a little bit more. I'll check with my dipstick, and I'll show you guys right now. Now with your funnel removed, just add your dipstick back into place. Hold on, let me get my other dipstick. All right, now that you got your dipstick, clean it off first. Make sure it's really clean, and you're gonna throw it in here. Oh, looks like I got a little piece of rag in there. Stupid dog, you make me look bad. You gotta thread it in there all the way down,
And then you're gonna just pull it out like that. And then you're gonna check your level. All right, so it looks like we're overfilled, which I'm gonna go racing, so that's fine. So let's go. It looks like we're done. That's job finished for our oil change. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Okay, after a couple kicks, it started up. And just lightly tap it. You don't want to do a lot. You want that oil to get consumed. Right here, you can see all the oil is gone. So you let it run for like 15 seconds. Not a lot. That's good enough. And then we'll check our dipstick in about 5 minutes. All you want to do is just pull your dipstick. Check that level. Looks like we're filled, but you're gonna have to wipe this off. I already checked. I already wiped off the rag. It is all good. So that's job finished for me, and I'm ready to ride.